everyone, welcome to my channel. In this library haul video, I have 13 books that I bought from the library. The first one is gonna be this one by Hilary Leung. It's called Will Bear Share? So I've been trying to teach my daughter how to share things with other kids, especially when we were in the public library. There are other kids around playing and they see things that's nearby, they just want to take it. So my daughter has been, being her age, 27 months old, she's not sure how to share. So when she sees somebody taking her books or toys, she wants to grab it back. So I'm trying to teach her the concept of share. So this book sort of teaches that concept. It has lots of big pictures over here. It's a board book type. So there's a page here that says, will bear share berries? And then the next page will show yes. So by seeing this positive outcome, perhaps you know that it's okay to let them have it. So on and on it goes. There's like several pages like that. Simple pictures, simple sentences, and eventually she'll get the gist of it at the end. There is a part where they ask, will you share a toothbrush? And the answer is no, because toothbrush is a personal item. So that's the only thing in this book that says no to sharing. And then at the end of it, it asks a question. So what do you share? So this is a way for parents to ask their kids, what do you want to share, or will you share whatever it is with other kids. So this book, I think I recommend this if anybody wants to teach their kids on the concept of sharing. Now another one is by the same author called Will Sheep Sleep? It's a very catchy title. Same goes again with the pictures, simple but big, simple sentences, and it's a board book. This book, obviously it's about sleeping, and it goes on to show like various ways where the sheep is not sleeping. So one is like playing, will it tire the sheep out to sleep? Or how about brushing teeth? Will that prompt the sheep to sleep? And what about drinking water? So on and on it goes, like different ways, reading to go to sleep, but it doesn't work. Eventually it comes to a point where it asks, will counting sheep help sheep sleep? So it goes counting 1 to 5 and then count down 5 to 1, and eventually the sheep does sleep. So it's a really fun book, I guess. It shows different ways maybe the parents could engage kids on how to sleep or get them to sleep. So a fun book. I really recommend this. The next one is by Sara O'Leary, and I like this book. See, the title is called You Are Too, and I borrowed this book not necessarily for my daughter. It's more of for myself because it shows like different milestones that could possibly be achieved for a 2-year-old, and there are some things in here that my daughter has already reached milestone wise. It's a different kind of illustration, one that I don't normally go for, but it's simple. It has colors that attract kids. So it shows here the toddler is now running, chasing, and climbing stairs. You have your own ideas of what looks best, and then you're able to use utensils. So there are several pages of this that goes on and on, showing various milestones achieved by a 2-year-old. And it's not necessarily of the same baby, it's just many other babies of the same age. So at the end of it says, you are 2 and everything is changing so quickly. But what will never ever change is our love for you. So it's a really nice book, which I enjoyed reading to my daughter. Not necessarily fun and enjoyable for my daughter, but it's still fun because it shows all the milestones for a 2-year-old. And I decided to borrow another book by the same author, and it's one for You Are 3. So my daughter is 27 months old and she's gonna be 3 eventually. And again, I borrowed it because it shows different milestones reached by a 3-year-old. And it's the same kind of illustration, simple sentences. This one is about 3 is a busy age and you are the busiest of geese. Every day holds some new discovery. And that's really true. Even when she's currently at 2 years old, she's been exploring. My daughter has been exploring the surroundings, the places that she go a lot. So that's really nice thing to experience with my daughter. And I'm sure for you, it would be an interesting experience to go through with your child. So reading this book can bring up a lot of nice fond memories, and that's why I recommend borrowing this book. So this one here says, now that you are 3, you love to say your ABCs. There are a few things that my daughter still has yet to learn. Like it says here, now that you are 3, you understand what some, more, and all mean. You prefer all. Now she doesn't really know the concepts or the difference between those words, so that's one of the things. So maybe borrowing this book will, let me know what I could work with my daughter so that she achieves such similar milestones. And I know that every child has their own progression, but still it's a fun guideline. So I really recommend this book as well. The next book I borrowed is by, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this author's name right, but I'm pretty sure you're familiar with this book. It's called Press Here, and it's by Herve Tullet. So if you're not familiar with this book is a simple but fun book. It's a hardcover book, pages are soft. It's basically all about dots of different colors, red, blue, and yellow. So it gives simple instructions that parents can read. It says here, ready? And then the next page goes on to press here and turn the page. So you're supposed to guide your child to press the dot, and then you turn the page to find out what happens next. So the dot has now doubled into 2. Great! Now press the yellow dot again. So they can press either one or both, and then something happens again. So it's like an interactive book, and lots of fun, interesting ways involving colorful dots. I think this is a really good book. I would even recommend you buying this because it allows your kid to have fun while learning how to listen to instructions, and then you get to guide your child on following the instructions and then to see what happens. So it's a really fun book. Another book by the same author I decided to borrow is this one called Say Zoop. So this one involves dots as well and lines, and besides using touch, following orders, you also use your voice to interact with this book. So briefly I'll show you an example. So this one again, it says, great, put your finger on this dot and say oh. So it's supposed to touch here and say oh, and then it goes on to change to increase your volume. It says then put your finger on the big dot and say a huge oh. Oh, so you're supposed to say it louder. And then you can see the size of the circles, it gets bigger. So that's supposed to illustrate the loudness of your voice. And this one goes downwards, so it's supposed to go, the volume is supposed to go down. And this one involves counting. And this one involves some movement, so this is like jumping a great distance, and then the distance is shortened. There is one part here that teaches about coal. Look how it shivers over here. It's amazing how they could use just circles and lines to illustrate movement, sound. And look, this one is about like a monster roaring A really great book. My daughter still hasn't gotten the hang of it yet because she doesn't understand some of the instructions, but if you go through with your child over and over again, they'll soon get it and it'll be really, really fun. This author, Kit Chase, I mentioned Kit Chase's book in my previous library book haul video, and I really love her drawing. As you can see from the cover, the drawing is really cute. The colors chosen is pastely. This one is called Bubbles. This book is all about a kangaroo wanting to be friends with a koala, and in order to get closer to the koala, the kangaroo blows bubbles. So that's how the friendship started, all from blowing bubbles. It's a really cute story about how friendships take time to develop, and with patience, you know, the friendship can bloom. So it's a really, really cute story, and I love Kit Chase's books. So it's a really simple book. It's hardcover and it's soft pages, simple lines, but such cute illustrations. So the koala is really shy, whereas the kangaroo wants to play with the koala, so it blows bubbles. Soon, because of the bubbles, they start having fun, and then I guess the imagination just got away with them and they started imagining all kinds of things. There's a part here where they're making crocodile bubbles, and then this one is a tiger. Suddenly the bubbles began to stick together and form some sort of creature that the kangaroo pretended was chasing after it. All of a sudden the koala decided to help kangaroo. It forgot his shyness and decided to help kangaroo overcome the bubble monster. So that's how their friendship grew. A really cute, fun book, and I really recommend getting this book. Another book, also by a popular author, called by Lucy Cousins, called Maisy Goes to a Wedding. So if you have a wedding to go to and your child has never been to a wedding, so this is a way to show them what goes on during a wedding. The book has colorful pictures all about animals and in a wedding setting. So it shows you what happens during a wedding, and by reading this book, this could help them prepare on what to expect, and you know, they won't be left wondering what's going on, you know. So a really cute and fun book to introduce them to how a wedding is like. So here there's a picture of a toast being made among the guests at the tables. There's also entertainment where people sing, laugh, or dance, like this one over here. And then there's a wedding cake. And then they go off to their honeymoon. A really cute and fun book just to show kids what goes on during a wedding. Another book I borrowed is called Babies Can Sleep Anywhere by Lisa Wheeler. This one is a really cute and simple book. It's a hardcover book with soft pages. It shows different places where a baby can sleep. It gives an example first of where dogs sleep, where cats sleep, turtles, and then it goes on to say a baby can sleep anywhere. And then there's a sloth, there's a cougar. A great way to also introduce various types of animals in this book. There's whales, and then it shows the baby over here sleeping on the dad's chest. And here is a bat. This one is a horse, wolves, and then this one is a baby sleeping in the carrier. How cute is that? And then there's a squirrel, little goats. I don't know whether goats sleep like this, but apparently that's how they sleep in this book. And then there's the mole, and then a baby sleeping in the pail. A really cute and fun book showing different places where babies can sleep or are able to sleep in, and then alongside of that they show different animals sleeping. So a really cute and fun book. Next book I borrowed is called Edie is Ever So Helpful by Sophy Henn. Now this book is about a girl who just loves to help her parents, but oftentimes her help is unnecessary. It causes more problem than help. So here is Edie trying to help people wake up, and you know how annoying that could be if you're trying to sleep but then they're making a racket. And here's Edie trying to help make breakfast, but of course we know how that ends up. More mess. There's also the groceries, helping around, bringing stuff for the cart, but it looks like there's more stuff than they need. This one has a more positive outcome here, where Edie makes sure that all the kids have fun, or sort of, because she's controlling the situation over there, but I guess they could have fun. Here's Edie trying to help put shopping away, but ends up eating some. And then here is a part where Edie realizes that she shouldn't be too helpful because it ends up making other people clean up more work for them. But she does eventually help in the right way by setting things right. So a really nice story to show kids that they can help, but just try not to help too much, I guess. Next book is called All Are Welcome by Alexandra Penfold and Suzanne Kaufman. This book shows many kids of different races and cultural background, and they are in class. As you are reading this book, it tells the kids how the environment is different, where it involves kids of many races and culture, and it's okay because all are welcome here. So that's what they're trying to say. You're free to share stories because all are welcome here. And then when it's time to eat, everybody sits together because all are welcome here. And then when you're out at the playground, you'll have fun together because all are welcome here. And I like this one. It says, we are part of a community. Our strength is our diversity, a shelter from adversity. All are welcome here. No matter who you are, what race, what background, all are welcome here. You have a space, you have a place here. And I like this part especially. It opens up to 4 pages, a really big one. I don't know if you can see it. You are welcome here. So it shows everybody in a big basketball court just enjoying themselves together because all are welcome here. I really recommend this book. Next book I have here is Hello Hello by Brendan Wenzel. This book shows a lot of pictures of different animals, and it's basically just saying hello a bunch of times, but showing different animals, different concepts applied to that hello. So this is black and white, and then you can probably point out the different animals that's on the page. And this one is hello color, hello bright. And then this one is about patterns, hello stripes, hello spots. And then this one shows opposites, hello giant, hello knot. And then this one is about body parts, hello nose, hands, ears. And then this one is another opposite, hello quiet, hello loud. The rest of the pages are similar, where it shows different animals. And if you're unsure of what the names of the animals are, this book includes a helpful guide of the names. It says here, number 1, the animals here are numbered. Number 1 is house cat, and then number 2 is American black bear. On and on it goes. So it's a lovely book introducing many animals and all the while showing different concepts to learn. The last book I have over here is called Kings of the Castle by Victoria Turnbull. Now this one is an odd, not based on real life creatures or anything like that. It's more of a fantasy. George didn't want to waste the night moon bathing, He wanted to build a sandcastle that would turn any monster green with envy. But when George meets the strangest creature he has ever seen, the night takes an unexpected turn. A starlight story of adventure and imagination from the creator of The Sea Tiger. So that's another book, The Sea Tiger, which I would have to check out. The Sea Tiger, which was shortlisted for the Waterstones Children's Book Prize. So that title, I would definitely have to check it out because it won a prize. I'll show you how the illustrations are. So this is one of the creature. It's beautifully drawn. The colors are soft and nice. And as you can see here, it's trying to build a sandcastle, and then it notices something in the water. So up comes this creature, but they don't understand each other because they don't speak the same language. But when they drew something in the sand, they suddenly understood one another, and they decided to have fun together building a sandcastle. And this is pretty similar to the other book, All Are Welcome Here, where it has a page that opens up to 4 pages. So this is similar. And look at the size of the sandcastle. It's so big. I have never built a sandcastle before, and I can only dream of building a sandcastle this big. They had fun playing together, playing pretend, and then when the sun came up, it's time to go. The night was over, and there goes the sandcastle, washed away. But some things last forever. And guess what? Friendship. Long-lasting friendship. A cute and wonderful story. So that's all I have for this library book haul video. I hope you enjoy the selection that I have over here. I'm about to go to the library as soon as my daughter wakes up. It's 2:20 p.m. so she's bound to wake up in about half an hour. So we're gonna head over to the library to return these books, and we're gonna get another bunch of books. So stay tuned. If you want to see my next library book haul video, do subscribe to my channel. And thank you for watching this video. See you next time. Bye.